Answer in the passenger seat. You should have such a big car, I can't actually see who's inside. Giuseppe Fontana. And following debut last night, driven by its chief designer. Please welcome the BMW concept. I tried to look at this car last night when you launched it, but there were so many people around it that I couldn't actually see it. First impressions are, damn good looking. What's the story? Contribute to the history of the Concorso and keep it going.
Genau. Habt ihr? Oder vielleicht Leute, die aussteigen wollen?
Monte Carlo rally, and it was described as having far too long a bonnet to be true. After the war, he raced motorcycles, then he started. Okay, there's a bit of engine sound, one-upmanship going on. The 1933 Duesenberg SJ, you can switch. This car was delivered new to a lady, and a remarkable lady, because although she inherited $3 million in 1920, when she was 22.
Servo kaputt, oder was?
Now, if you were somebody in 1930s Italy, there's a good chance you can switch the engine off. Have faith. If you were somebody in 1930s Italy, there's a good chance that you how many people can you fit into a Samsung Bugatti? I'm not sure it's entirely intended to be a 5-seater, but what the hell, it looks great and it's good in the car. During the parade. In particular, he won the Trofeo BMW Classic for the most sensitive restoration. Congratulations. First giving is done by Rollins, best early cars. And Timothy Racing. They had matching transporters. They had matching waiters. Of course, every team needs waiters to serve champagne between races. Health and safety have to be invented. Spegni pure, tutta la famiglia qui dentro. Now, Corrado has described this to me as started his own racing team in Modena, calling it Scuderia Ferrari, the Ferrari stable, in the 1930s. He got the contract to run Alfa Romeo's Bugatti Type 59 Roadster. Look how much progress in how few years. Look how much lower, smaller, delicate this car is. Look at the whole. This was one of the sideways G-forces are taken by the last romantic Grand Prix car because it's got two seats. Fachsenfeld Streamline aerodynamics were something of a novelty. From the Ralph Lauren collection and shown by his son Andrew Lauren. Lovely to see you both. Now, if I told you all the information I've looked into on this car, we'd be... I hope I got it right. Look at this car. It's got a amount of quality. Closer look at all the details on it. Neo shades written on the new planet. These were the early out making car accessories. Società Italiana Autotrasformazioni e Accessori. Shown by David Lawrence on behalf of his owner Barry Fitzgerald. We have to open the door. Gullwings were sold all over the world. Sort of great and good. The Shah of Iran, the Romeo TZ1 Coupe Zagato, driven by Michael Malone, squeezed in there. Michael Malone with Barbara as passenger. Ricardone, Crystal, Ferrari 275 GTB. 275, I'm sure most of you know, iconic Ferrari, raced in your BPR series afterwards. This love of old cars, and in particular the Miura, is it you or does it bring back something? Quel son, quelle musique. It's like your wife said that you can leave the tonneau cover on. I'm fine sitting. Scariest, most powerful, dare I say possibly also most dangerous because it still has drum brakes, Ferrari track. But every one of these cars in its own way is unique. It's just a bit of destiny, a trace knowledgeable, enthusiastic, good hands. Good to have you back, Brian. And Brian Concorso, best of show. Ferrari. Dino was Virginia Ferrari. Richard and Claire Cook in the car. Good to see you both. It's not bad as a Christmas present because the father died Christmas was
sorry. Okay.
All of the cars in this class are largely survivors, unrestored. This particular car is the only one in this Alfa Romeo this colour on this mosaic looks absolutely perfectly at home. I've said this to you guys around. That was red, it looked like nothing. The original Nocciola and completely unrestored. And this car now has 19,000 Ferrari 250 GTO, helped with Lamborghini's first car, and when he basically argued with everybody else, he left and set up his own company. Ciao Fabio, buongiorno e benvenuto a Villa la testa. Piacere vederti e averti con noi. So I always think it's good to have an insurance policy in place. Don't worry, I'm feeling fine and I will keep on talking a little bit longer. Poi spegni. Now, this was the who figured that he could take on big names like Ferrari and Maserati and Aston Martin and build his own car. And this is one of those cars. The high was the ultra performance, most powerful, fastest, and most daring. Switch off the engine. Only 4 of these were built. It was a...
Yes, I'm not the boss man.
Cristiano Michelotto, who's driving it, his family developed the model for racing, having already helped to develop the road-going F40. But this, as you can see from all the scoops and splitters and plexiglass windows, is the full-blown thing. This is the full-fat F40. Just over 1,000 kilos, just over 700 horsepower. These were built to race against the likes of the McLaren F1, and they were, despite their road car origins, These were not easy cars in the wrong hands. Quite a few F40 buyers of the era are no longer with us. Not from natural causes, but if there was ever an iconic car of the 80s, that following the car which it raced against with such determination 30 years ago, the McLaren F1 GTR. Now that sounds good. Well, BMW engine, what should we expect? There is so much to say about the McLaren F1, starting with the fact that the rear spoiler makes a very handy rest for my notes to turn the page. So Gordon Murray, thank you very much for that. This only used in this car, the same model of car that, of course, against all expectations, on its debut, won the 1995 Le Mans 24 Hours. Not in the class, but outright. This particular car was sold new to Frank Muller's racing team, the Swiss watch manufacturer. They raced throughout that season. And then
Long. Straight.
Here it is. Let's get you right in the middle of the mosaic. built to be a collector's item. As I say, the tiniest number built. This really is one of the unicorns of motoring. Thank you both very, very much, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. The Mercedes road car from which it takes its name, by the way, are the rear lights. But thank you so much, and we will see you later on, and of course again tomorrow at Villa Erba, where the parade starts at 2 p.m. Harry van den Enken with the Maserati MC12 Corsa. Music please before the next class. Just the coach builder, forgetting that he was also a racing driver in which he even entered this car in the media back in the day. After that, sports car show, and it was won by Giovanni John Verona, the owner of New York. Started out making refrigerators, and ISO came from isotherm, the measure of temperature. Renzo Ricotta was the owner of the very successful refrigerators, scooters, and then their big break was getting the rights to build the did not do things by half. very much around and still full of the Aussie Silver Fox prototype. That's perfect, thank you. We can turn off the engine. I do not envy you. It does not look like almost brought BMW down to its knees financially. It has come to be the Gullwing Mercedes, with which it shared many of the mechanicals, or the most of them came afterwards. A car that was popular with Hollywood types. Clark Gable famously had one of these, amongst many others carved around as well. Like this car. This one went precise graded interior. It's been restored exactly to how it was when it was used. One of the details on these cars really included the seal, first of all, is Sam and Dino Lombardo from the States showing this car. One of the 12 ever built. Do come forwards, please. Onto the mosaic. We want to get a proper look at this car. That is perfect. Thank you very, very much. Understated Italian. Look at how efficient he is. Best known carrossier. This was a car that Coppa received as a best
Ma devi alzare, Kevin.
Guarda, tanto l'F50 sta bloccando l'ingresso.